Garvey, who is a pantheist, and pantheist is somebody that believes everything is interdivine into one another.
Interconnected. And everything is divine.
And everything is divine. Fantastic. Okay, so I won't come to you first because obviously I know what you're going to say, so I'll go to you.
No, that's very presumptuous. How would you know what I'm going to say?
No, because I know you for the religious background.
All right. Okay.
So, Sarah, the question that we've posed to everybody is: religion still relevant in modern day society?
First of all, you'd have to decide what religion you're talking about. If you're talking about, I guess, the Abrahamic religions, Judeo-Christianity and Islam, I'd say they will be relevant in the fact that you could take some philosophical teachings from them, maybe, some metaphorical teachings, but I think literally, I don't think it's relevant. If you take the stories literally, I don't think it's relevant at all.
Why?
Because there's no proof that these things actually happened. There's no proof that these characters actually existed. But what you can find within the books, either the Quran or the Bible, are, stories that you can maybe apply to your life. You can use that and apply it to your life. However, believing that, say a man lived inside a whale's stomach for 3 days, to me seems a little bit absurd, to tell the truth.
Pastor?
Yes, sir.
Let me hear your thoughts on that. Religion, is this still relevant in modern day society?
Well, I think it's very relevant, and it's as relevant as the very existence of humankind. I would like to clarify that religion is more or less a generic term, and you're looking at different religions and what they actually represent or stand for. I am a Christian, as you said, my background and where I'm coming from. I'm a Christian. I'm a minister of religion, and I believe very strongly that my faith as a Christian is relevant, and it defines who I am and influences how I live.
But then we're talking about society in general. I mean, if you look at the way things have moved on, you've had people saying back in history, the reason why religion was so pivotal to mankind is the fact that scientifically people went that, science wasn't that well developed. But now if you look at the way things are going on, certain questions are being asked. So people don't really need to depend on religion anymore.
Well, you don't need to depend on religion, I would emphasize, but then you need to depend on your faith and on your experience. I mean, I am a Christian, and my faith literally defines me. I have a relationship with the one in whom I've come to believe in, and that actually influences the way I live. And that makes my life very meaningful. Therefore, my faith is very relevant to me.
Okay, so thank you for clarifying, religion and faith. So we have to come to the faith now. If, you're saying you're a pantheist, so you don't believe that there's a God?
No, I don't believe that there's a one single archetype God that controls everything.
So what do you believe then?
Everything that we know of scientifically is energy in one way, shape or form, which means, the microphone that you're talking into is energy, and so are you, and so is everything that we know of. And if you go by a scientific basis, this energy was the cause and is the cause of everything. And so what I find is that people generally have come to a similar conclusion around the world, that there is some kind of energy or force or something like that, and they've now categorized it in the way they want to. So you will find you'll categorize it now as Yahweh, categorize it as Allah, categorize it as Brahmin, categorize it as something else, and then they'll give it a story. However, the story of energy just is. There is no story. We don't know much about it, and all we do know about it, it doesn't have a personality, or it doesn't have a special people over another people. So me as a pantheist, I choose to. There are many pantheist religions, by the way, and so we can see even within pantheism, people categorize this energy as something else. However, no one's categorization should supersede another person's, in my view.
Okay, let's take our first